Hey there, guys. So I got my cut string, which I made in some earlier videos. If you haven't seen that and would like to see how, go back and watch those. But I need to get those on some handles here so I can hold on to it. So these are some handles I made myself. Just whittled them out of tree branches and sanded them down and charred them and cured them with beeswax and all that, make them good and strong. But now I gotta put the string on. So you see these are like beads. They have a little hole up through the center. So I start by taking my smooth end and threading the handles on. This one just goes down to the knot, where it'll just hang for now. And then we put the other one on. Once we got this other one on here, we started our smooth end. So I'm just going to untwist that end there and try to separate the strands if I can here. Let's see. There we go. So that gives us a little loop. We're just going to open that up and slip it around the handle. So it goes through and then around. Want it a little tight. And you see I've cut a little groove into my handle here. And so I pull that around like that and then just tighten it around. You see it's going through the hole and just around through that groove. Now to get the other end, I want it to be the right length. Sometimes these commercial wires are these great big long things. You got to wrap it around your fingers and all that, and I find that a little bit nonsense. So we try to get our length correct. I have this mold here because I'm going to use it to strike tiles. So I want to get it roughly the right length. So I have just a little extra overhang to hold it. Just pinch it with my fingers there. And then just do a little double overhand knot. Doesn't need to be anything too fancy. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Wish I had some fingernails, but you don't much keep fingernails in this line of work. So before I pull that knot tight, I'm just going to check, see my length. Okay, can pull that down a little. It's kind of, you want to keep a little bit of a measure twice, cut once sort of mentality with the whole deal before you tighten everything all down. Check again. Yeah, I think that should be about right. If it's a little long or a little, as long as it's not too short. So we're just going to leave that tail for now. Make sure I got that knot good and tight. And then do the same thing we did at the other end. Just try to untwist that and see if we can't get a hold of that loop. There we go. So we got our loop opened up again. See if I open it up enough. Takes a little bit of fidgeting with, but if you're in the craft, you get a little used to the fidget of it all. It can be fiddly work we do, isn't it? And then we just slide that over and into our little notch there and pull it tight. So you see this knot is on the inside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this tail off, and then I'll take a little bit of super glue on a toothpick and just dab it all around the knot, and that's going to make sure it keeps from unraveling over time, and it's just going to make it very strong. And I shouldn't have to remake this for another year or two, but when I do, it ain't no big deal. So there we go, and I'll be able to strike my tiles off and all that, but you can easily make one of these for cutting pots off the wheel or slicing clay. I have a whole collection of them for different purposes. But anyways, I thought I'd show you guys that, and might appreciate it or find it useful. Maybe in the future I'll show you how I make some handles, but let me know if you might like to see that. But y'all take care of yourselves. Y'all be good. Try to enjoy. Be good to each other. Love yourself. Love each other. And I love you. Take care.